afternoon, everybody. It is Tuesday, February 4th. Today is my nephew Randy's birthday. Happy birthday, Randy. He doesn't watch me, but I think his wife does. So happy birthday, Randy. He lives in New Jersey. So, got on my scale this morning, and happily it was down. I weighed in at 192 today. Now, my lowest weight is 191.5. So hopefully I can get to that by Thursday or a little lower. 190 would be perfect. 189 would be better, but I'm not going to do that. I had a good unplanned day today. Today so far, it's been a good day. And I've already pre-tracked everything. My lunch, well, I ate lunch at home. I work till 8 o'clock tonight, so I'm going to actually eat my dinner tonight at work. So probably between 4 and 5. So if I stick to everything that's on there, I will have 4 points left at the end of the day. The only thing that might change is I might have another protein drink later in the day. But we'll see. I may not need it. I think I might save. I brought one with me. I might save it till later. I need to find out though if I get 2 breaks or 1 break today. I'm not sure, because that will determine whether or not I have an extra one. But I won't get home until close to 8:30. I didn't want to eat that late, because I have to go to bed early. I have to be back at work at 8 o'clock. So I got up this morning about 7. I wanted to get up earlier. My alarm started going off at 5:30, and I just I kind of had a headache. I think it's because we have this weather system that's going to be moving in tomorrow. I don't feel sick or anything, but I just had a headache the last couple of days. I feel fine now. After I had my coffee, I felt better. So I kind of stayed in bed longer than I wanted to, but gave me a nice morning to just kind of lollygag. Time, and walked around the pond twice with Molly this morning, so I have some good steps going into work. I don't know, I haven't synced my Fitbit yet, but anyway, I plan on staying on plan. February, I am determined to have a good month. This is the month that's going to kickstart me into reaching goal. I was thinking today, I was looking at my Facebook memories. A year ago today, I left South Dakota and was driving through Montana. I had some car issues, so I was stuck in Rapid City a little bit longer than what I wanted to be. And then I drove to Bozeman, Montana, where I was up in the higher elevations and lots of snow. That trip was so cold last year. It's 39 degrees right now, so this is nothing compared to what I drove through from Ohio to Idaho this time last year. So, yeah, that was a year ago today. I spent the night in Bozeman, Montana. Previous night I was in Rapid City, South Dakota, and I was in Wisconsin the night before. It was a 4-day trip to get out there. It was the first time I had seen the Badlands in the wintertime, and they were just absolutely gorgeous. I would go out there again in the winter, if I wasn't alone. It was a long trip by myself, so some of you might remember I was making that trek. I was doing some live feeds on the way out there, and it was a trip that Joe and I had made together a few times, and it was the first time I'd been out there alone, driving anyway. After Joe passed away, he died in November of 2017, and then I went out to Idaho to visit my daughter that next January in 2018. So 2 years in a row I was out there in the wintertime. In 2018 I came back home, though, in March, beginning of March. Last year I was out there till May. I'm not going out there this year. Now, I am planning on being out there next year, in May 2021. She's going to be getting her doctorate degree. So my plan is to go out there for a couple weeks. So I'm saving money for that now. But that being said, I'm probably going to fly. We'll see. I would love to drive because it's just so beautiful, things you can't see from the air. But for time's sake, like I said, it's a 4-day trip if you don't take a lot of time to stop and see the sights, which I would love to do. I didn't get to Wall Drug last year. I wanted to stop in Wall, South Dakota, but I was through there on a Sunday, I remember, and they weren't open. So, wait, it's windy. I had a branch stuck in my windshield and now it's gone. So, anyway, like I said, if I stick to my plan today, I'll end with either 4 points or 2 points on the table tonight, which is fine. My points will reset Thursday. I have gained weeklies back because of rollovers and because of activity points. I didn't get much activity yesterday. I don't know if I even synced my activities yesterday because it was a lazy day. I only got less than 4,000 steps when I'm used to getting 10,000 more than that. So I was actually kind of surprised that my scale was down this morning because I didn't get the activity points in, and I was over calories yesterday. Not over points, but over calories. So, I mean, not by a lot, but I still was over calories. I don't think that will be the issue today. I don't know. Of course, I don't know how busy we're going to be, and I have no idea what I'm going to be doing when I get there. When I work this split shift, or this, I call it the filler shift, I'm pretty much just, there to make sure everybody else gets their lunches and their breaks. So, but I know my lunch is scheduled for 4 to 5. Whether I get it then, that just depends on everybody else's schedule. So, I'm not too worried about it. I had a good breakfast and a good lunch. I'm not hungry. So, I do have a cup of coffee with me. I need to remember to fix that in my tracker too, because I have it as 4 tablespoons and it's 6 because I decided to have the rest of my coffee. I mean, it was there talking to me, so I thought, why not bring it? Lent is a couple weeks away. So now, I know a lot of people, when I was growing up, the big thing was, what are you giving up for Lent? I'm kind of looking at it a different way. I'm looking at it as, what am I going to be doing for Lent? What am I not doing now that I could possibly do for Lent? So, I'm not just talking just about weight loss. I'm talking about other areas of my life. Is there some, service I could do that I'm not doing now? Is there somebody that needs help that I could be a benefit to that I'm not now? So that's kind of how I'm looking at Lent this year. I don't need to give things up on my weight loss journey. I've already changed a lot of habits. People give up sweets, which is a good thing to give up, but I don't eat that much anyway, that many sweets. What are your thoughts on Lent? So, I know I'll be happy to see those punchkis get out of the store. Of course, tomorrow's my last full day here, so I'll only be here part-time after that. And next week, I'm not at Walmart at all. I don't think. I haven't really looked at the schedule yet for next week. I hope not, because I start my new job next week. But the last I looked, I wasn't on the schedule at all next week, so I'm not really after tomorrow. I'm not scheduled till 2 weeks from tomorrow, and then it's only 15 hours a week that I'm working, which is fine because I'm getting 40 hours at my other job, so I'll still be putting in 60 hours a week, or 55. Nope, 30. Wait, 40 plus 15 is 55. It's math, okay? I'm a music teacher. I only have to count to 8. That's why I always tell my daughter when she does all these complex mathematical equations. It's like, yeah, I'm a music major. I only have to count to 8. Sometimes 12. So, that being said, I used to be pretty good at math. I used to do all the regional math contests and score pretty high with them. I remember on my SATs and ACTs, I was in a very high percentile in the math portion. But music and math are very related. Sometime if you want a scientific explanation of that, I'll be happy to tell you that. I gave a presentation at our Ohio Music Educators Association conference, probably about 5 years ago now. And it was on teaching math through music. And actually my second graders, I had them doing algebraic equations using music as a model to learn the process. So got high marks for that. My principal asked me to talk to the whole district about it. I think that was the same year I decided to retire, so that didn't happen, because after I turned in my retirement notice, I was done for the year. I mean, mentally, I was done for the year. So, 12:43, McDonald's is hopping. Chick-fil-A is hopping. I can't see the parking lot of KFC, but I haven't had KFC in a long, long time. The last time I did, it was so ungodly greasy, I couldn't get through it. So, Chipotle's down the road. Chili's is down here. Tropical Smoothies here. Panda Express is here. Some other Tokyo Express thing is here. Subway. I mean, you can't go hungry here in Northwest Ohio. You can go broke, but you can't go hungry. Because you can easily go broke eating all that stuff. Anyway, Burger King's down the road too. So, boy, that Amazon facility is getting more huge every time I come over here. We have an Amazon warehouse coming in right here on this corner. And right next to it is a senior citizens apartment complex going up. All right. Well, the parking lot doesn't look too bad. I imagine tomorrow we're going to be busy with that storm coming in, because they're calling for ice, wind, rain, you name it. Snow, sleet. So I would imagine tomorrow everyone's going to be in to get their bread, their milk, and their toilet paper. My opinion, but it's like, okay, do you really need that stuff? Guys, 2 days till my son comes home. I hope his flight's not delayed, because I know Oklahoma's getting blasted with some stuff too. I'm going to park right up here close. I will talk to you later, and let me show you everything that I have either eaten or brought to eat. All right, a little bit different this morning. This is what my mom called one-eyed Egyptian egg sandwiches. Some people call them toad in the hole. It's just bread with a hole in it and an egg popped on there. I have 2 slices of the Healthy Life bread for 2 points. 2 eggs are 0 points, and I have 1 slice of Velveeta for 1 point. I have 135 grams of an orange for 0 points. I have about a cup of yogurt for 0 points, and I just have a splash of vanilla and some cinnamon sprinkled on that. So this is my breakfast. 1, 2, 3 points on my plate, 2 in my coffee. So it's a 5-point breakfast this morning. So I'm having an egg salad tortilla for lunch today. I have 2 hard-boiled eggs, 0 points. My tortilla is 3 points. It's a La Banderita. flour tortilla, 3 points, and I have 2 tablespoons of light mayo on there for 4 points. So 7 points for lunch. This is a mixture of unsweetened applesauce and unsweetened pear sauce. The pear sauce is what I canned this fall. I just opened up a jar. I hadn't had any of it yet. It's pretty darn good mixed with the applesauce. 7 points for lunch takes me up to 12 points for the day. All right, so I'm taking my leftover pork chop. It's 2 3/4 ounces. I don't have the points on that yet, but I think it's 3. And then some corn, which is 0 points, and my turkey taco soup. And I'm taking a vanilla or a chocolate protein shake. I still have my vanilla shakes there. If I get a second break, I might have one of those. I'm also taking 2 tablespoons, you can't see it in my container, of the sugar-free barbecue sauce, which is 0 points. So I'm going to eat lunch before I go to work. So that's what I'm taking today. Well, if you recall yesterday, I was under points, over calories. Well, today I'm over points, under calories. Meaning that I burned off 830 more calories than what I took in today. So we'll see what the scale says tomorrow morning. I mean, my weigh-in day isn't until Thursday. My scale, like I told you earlier, was down this morning a little bit, so we'll see. I ended up the day, though, over points. I ended up the day with 31 points. I still have weeklies left. So I dipped into those, and even after I dipped into those, I have weeklies left still. The thing that put me over is that we had a large donation of Boy Scout popcorn that was in the break room today, and I ate the caramel corn. I tracked it, and I was going to track 1 serving, then I was on my way back to the floor, and I'm thinking, I know I ate more than 1 serving, so I tracked 2 servings of it. And that is what put me over points. If I would have tracked the one serving, it would have been okay. But I wanted to be honest about it, so we'll see. I mean, I had 5.51 miles today that I walked, and I think it was over 14,000 steps. I'm not quite sure now. But anyway, I did get a lot more activity today than what I was getting what I got yesterday because I was off. And tomorrow, I'm on the floor again, so the day before weigh-in day, I'll be doing a lot of walking. At least I think I will be. So all in all, it wasn't a bad day. I could have done without the caramel corn, but I got to tell you, when I got home tonight, I felt really weird. Like I started shaking, and I thought I have to eat something. Luckily, I had some hard-boiled eggs, and so I just, instead of reaching for something that I shouldn't, I don't have much here that I shouldn't anyway, but I decided to go ahead and have the 2 hard-boiled eggs. So 0 points, 140 calories. So, and it seems to have calmed things down for me. So I ate lunch, or my dinner. It was around 4 o'clock. It was earlier than what I had expected. I wasn't expecting to eat until about 5. And it was just too long of a stretch without anything else, I think. So, but I mean, I'm okay now, but it was just kind of weird. I just kind of got the shakes. And I used to get that a lot when I was drinking a lot of pop. And I think the caramel corn was just enough sugar in it to set me off. So I thought, okay, I'm not touching that again. So they had bags of it. I mean, bags of it open on every other table in the break room. Now I'm going to go in there tomorrow. But knowing how it affected me tonight, I don't think I'm going to have any. So anyway, that's how my day went. Like I said, over points, but my calorie distribution was good. And my calorie deficit was good. So, Anyway, that's it for me. I'm tired. I have to be at work at 8 o'clock in the morning, so I'm going to call it a night. And I have the TV on, but I'm not really watching it. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow. We have a bad storm coming in tomorrow night. So my son's not leaving until Thursday. And that's when the bulk of the storm is going to be hitting. So pray for his safety on his flight, please. And also that he lands here in Toledo safely. And that I can get him safely. We're supposed to have quite a bit of ice. And snow on top of the ice. So I'm a little nervous about him flying in. I know Oklahoma City's supposed to get it too, and that's where he's flying out of. And he's got a layover in Chicago, so all the airports that he's got to go to, you know, subject to the snow and the ice. So anyway, but he leaves Thursday. I'm hoping it'll all be out of here by then, but I'm not sure. So, all right, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. You guys have a great night.